The knock sensor's job is to listen for strange noises coming from the combustion chamber. The strange noises are known as knocks, and they point to a more serious issue with your system that needs to be fixed. If the knock sensor does identify a problem, it will turn on the check engine light and lower engine output to safeguard your car. While this is a helpful feature to safeguard your engine in the event of a problem, it can also make it challenging to diagnose a faulty knock sensor itself. In this short video, we will talk about 5 symptoms of a bad knock sensor and its replacement cost. It's the Car Problems YouTube channel. Subscribe and let's get started. Check engine light. The presence of a check engine light for your knock sensor does not necessarily indicate that there is a problem with the sensor, but there may be one. There's also a chance that your car's engine is knocking. In either case, a check engine light will come on, forcing you to further focus on the issue after reading the engine code. Decreased acceleration. You'll experience a decrease in acceleration as soon as your knock sensor fails. This happens because your engine automatically reduces its outputs to guard against possible engine damage. It lessens the possibility of further damage while also lowering overall emissions to comply with EPA standards. Knocking engine. Even though your engine control module will typically function just fine without the knock sensor, it can occasionally result in engine knocking or pinging. Your engine can suffer severe damage in a matter of seconds if it starts to knock or ping. You should definitely steer clear of this. Loss of fuel economy. When your engine returns to default settings, your performance is not optimized. That has an impact on acceleration and power, but it also has an impact on fuel efficiency. You'll probably notice a slight decrease in miles per gallon, but it won't likely be very noticeable. Loss of engine power. In addition to slowing down acceleration, a damaged knock sensor will also cause your car to lose top speed and torque. This is due to the fact that your engine defaults to lower performance levels to prevent it from producing too much force, causing further damage. However, your engine's computer also lowers the amount of power the engine can generate by reducing the amount of force. How to test. Some claim that you can test the knock sensors, while others disagree. It's challenging to test this sensor because it functions like a microphone for the car. A defective sensor will typically transmit fault codes from P0325 to 0332. A multimeter with alligator wires and the sensor itself are required for testing. Connect the alligator wires of the multimeter to the knock sensor. Set the multimeter to the lowest settings for DC volts. Tap on the sensor with some small metal object like mechanical wrench and the voltage should go up. If the sensor reacts to the taps and voltage increases, that means it works. Replacement cost. Depending on your vehicle and the particular repair shop you take it to, the average knock sensor replacement costs between $250 and $350. However, keep in mind that this only applies if the knock sensor is malfunctioning and not if the engine is knocking. Make sure you have a proper diagnosis before replacing any components. By doing this, you can avoid replacing the incorrect parts and wasting money. By handling the repairs yourself, you can reduce your expenses. Depending on the vehicle you drive, an aftermarket knock sensor can cost anywhere from $20 to $100. However, keep in mind that OEM parts will cost more, and if your car is still under warranty, you must use OEM parts. However, standard labor costs for a knock sensor replacement range from $150 to $250 if a mechanic will be performing the repairs. That's because, depending on what you drive, it might be difficult to get to the knock sensor without disassembling other parts. You can anticipate paying more the more parts your mechanic needs to remove or work around. Unfortunately, that also increases the likelihood that you will initially require the services of a licensed mechanic. However, you can typically save a few $100s if you can complete the task yourself. Hope the information was useful for you. If so, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel.